so this video is going to go over 360 left and right turns. Essentially, this is going to be the same as working on your pivot pot and your 270s. You're just going to go in a full circle. So I'll show you what it looks like with Peach, and then I'll show you kind of what I do with Mango. I might grab him, I might not, but I'll just demonstrate with her. And then if you're struggling with this, go back to that pivot pot. Keep working on that rear end awareness, because that's really what's going to matter for rally, because you'll see there's a lot of turns throughout a course. So for our 360s, first I'll show you to the left what it looks like with her, and then I'll show you to the right. Ready, Peachy? Strap. Get in. Get in. Get in. Yes, good girl. So they don't necessarily have to keep their head up. We've been working on that with her, but you'll notice how I am walking around her and she is staying on the inside to the left, and I'm trying to make a fairly small circle with her because she's capable of that. Now I'll show you what a left-hand turn looks like with a bigger dog, or a dog who's not quite as good as getting their butt in, because you can make a bigger circle. Ready, Peachy? Strap. Good. Get in. Get in. Get in. Get in. Yes, good girl. And what I do when I do this is because I don't have goals for obedience right now, I will just kind of lean my shoulder back just a little bit and kind of lean towards her, and that will cause her butt to go back and stay in with me. And I'll keep repeating, get in, get in, get in, so that she knows we're still doing that and going. So that second time was a bit bigger of a circle. So if you're prone to getting dizzy when you're doing circling, or you have a big dog who's having a hard time moving their legs, or even a small dog who's having a harder time moving their legs, you can make a bigger circle. Most horses will allow for that space, so don't be afraid to do that if you need to. You don't necessarily have to do a tight pivot with them. So that's to the left. And you can do all of this with your dowels. You could do all this practice right on the pivot disc still. So heeling up to it, having your dog step on it, and then doing your turns, and then heeling off of it. Those are kind of the two things that I would use for the most part. Pivot disc is pivotal to all of this. So I'll show you the right turn. And this one again, for her, I do a really tight circle. For most dogs, you can do tighter on the right because they're going around you instead of having to keep themselves in. Ready, Peachy? Strap. Good. Peach, this way, this way, this way, this way. Yes, good girl. And then we heel off. So you could do a bigger circle if you're one who gets dizzy. So you could make it look a little more like this. Here, Peachy. Ready, strap. Good girl. This way, this way, this way, this way. Doing it that way though, your dog is typically going to lag a little bit more unless they're super excited and happy. With her, the tighter spins get her going a little faster. So I keep it a little tighter to keep her energy up because she's Peach and she's sometimes a little bit sleepy. Come here. Good girl. Super good. So left turns, right turns, 360s are just that continuation, like I said, of your 270s. Of doing your 180s, of doing your pivot pot work. That's all it is. So practice those within your heeling so that your dog gets used to spinning with you both directions. And use your shoulder on your left side so that you're turning just a little bit into your dog. You can exaggerate it more in the beginning, but try it especially if you think you might do obedience at some point, try to stand up a little straighter and get a little less. But you can use that as a physical cue for your dog to get in. And for your right, you would tuck your shoulder kind of around. So like that. But otherwise, I mean, they're just continuations. So if you've got your pivot pot work down, this is the next step to going all the way around in that circle with your dog. And most dogs at this point of a course that we've set up, they're pretty good at doing their spins with you. So if you have any questions on this one, let me know.